Like a picture-perfect postcard, Jamaica's beautiful south coast is a visual treat with photographic appeal that lures visitors to explore its secrets, like Lover's Leap and Treasure Beach in St. Elizabeth. Hi there, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Welcome to Jamaica Magazine. In today's show, we'll tell you how the National Environment and Planning Agency is acting to protect the Alligator Pond beach for St. Elizabeth residents and other Jamaicans. We're also revisiting an exciting government initiative that makes it easier to enjoy the delights of the South Coast and other tourism offerings across the island. All that and much more comes your way after the news. It comes up right after this break.
Householders, business people, school administrators, protect yourself and your children from the chikungunya virus. Be on the alert. Help control the mosquito population. Chikungunya is a virus transmitted by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which breeds in and around your home, workplace, and school. Destroy breeding sites. Empty old tires and all other containers where water can settle. Bore holes in old cans. Cover water drums and garbage cans. Wash flower pots and vases and clean pet dishes regularly. Protect yourself from mosquito bites. Cover your body as much as possible and use mosquito repellent containing DEET. And if you're experiencing symptoms of chikungunya, a sudden high fever, headache, rash, nausea, pain, stiffness, or severe joint pains, see your doctor or go to the nearest health center.
Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith, and this is your GIS News for Tuesday, September 9. The Economic Program Oversight Committee, EPOC, has indicated that Jamaica's 4 consecutive quarters of growth should not be understated. Recent statistics indicate that the Jamaican economy again expanded by 1.2% in the April to June quarter of this year. EPOC's co-chairman Richard Biles says it's not easy for Jamaica to achieve economic growth given the country's high debt burden.
Persons who are impatient for bigger growth numbers, 1.2 is small, 1.4 is small, have to realize that we are dragging this debt along with us, and that sucks up a lot of the revenue that could have been spent doing other stuff.
For the April to July period, government spent $61 billion to service the country's debt. In the meantime, Mr. Biles has indicated that government will become more efficient when it meets an important structural benchmark for the September quarter under the program with the International Monetary Fund. And
it is the tabling of the public sector transformation plan. So all of this talk about the bureaucracy and the insensitivity, the difficulty in doing business, a lot of that is going to come up in this public sector transformation plan.
Meanwhile, EPOC is reporting that aspects of government's economic reform program are going according to plan.
The July primary surplus of $25.4 billion exceeded the target by 16%, and the August net international reserves of $2.1 billion are considerably ahead of even the September IMF target, which is $1.17 billion.
Revenues and grants for the April to July period were $2.6 billion below budget. $2.4 billion of that amount was to come from grants. To compensate for the shortfall, expenditure was $7.7 billion less than budgeted.
About $3.5 billion of that had to do with the operating side, which is wages, rents, and so forth, interest costs. And $4 billion of that had to do with the capital budget, which was also underspent.
The government has fully supported the appointment of Carl Williams as the new Commissioner of Police. Mr. Williams, who will begin his official duties on September 15, was selected by the Police Services Commission. He's currently an Assistant Commissioner of Police and is the founding director of the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Task Force, responsible for the development of the Anti-Lottery Scam Unit. A release from the Ministry of National Security added that Mr. Williams, who has a PhD in criminal justice, also has a track record of innovation and performance in a number of roles in the police force. He led Jamaica's anti-narcotics campaign from 2000 to 2004 and successfully prosecuted and extradited a number of drug traffickers. As the new police commissioner, Mr. Williams will continue to embrace professionalism in the police force with special emphasis on respecting the human rights of citizens. He'll also continue the fight against crime and corruption. Mr. Williams, who is 50 years old, joined the Jamaica Constabulary Force on February 6, 1984, is married to Dr. Anne-Marie Barnes and is the father of 2 daughters. Government is continuing to pursue strategies that will encourage the private sector to invest in Jamaica and help grow the economy. State Minister in the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Sharon Fox-Abrams, says government is improving the business environment while developing the capacity and the productivity levels of the workforce.
We are seeking through our micro, small and medium-sized enterprise and entrepreneurship policy to promote a favorable entrepreneurship culture and conditions for enterprise. We are pursuing insolvency legislation to give MSMEs the opportunity to organize their businesses in the face of insolvency.
In December 2013, Parliament passed the Security Interests in Personal Property Act so that persons could use assets like appliances as collateral for loans. A business registration superform was also introduced at the Companies Office of Jamaica to provide a one-stop shop for people who want to register their businesses. And finally, the Education Minister, Reverend Ronald Thwaites, has saluted the work of service groups across the island, which have contributed to the development of the nation's children. Minister Thwaites was speaking at a recent awards ceremony hosted by the Kiwanis clubs of Kingston and New Kingston.
And I wanted to come tonight to commend you, but also to hope that your example would be infectious, to many, many other persons. By their action, large gift, small gift, to one individual or to many, to memorialize how critical education is.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.
The Program of Advancement through Health and Education PATH offers a wide range of benefits for students. Children on PATH are among the top achievers in the GSAT and CSEC examinations each year.
It gives me a sense of stability and it takes some stress off my parents, because even though they're working and money might not be enough, it helps them to send me to school.
If your family is struggling, PATH might be the option for you. Just take your birth certificate and valid identification to the Ministry of Labour and Social Security office in your parish. For further information, visit the Minister's website at www.mlss.gov.jm or call 1-888-991-PATH. That is 1-888-991-7284.
Beaches are very important for not only leisure and pleasure, but also as sources of food and vast economic opportunities. The fisher folk and other residents of Alligator Pond know all about this, which is why they turned out in their numbers recently to engage with government on protecting their piece of the rock and its coastline.
From I was a young girl, I never see the beach like this. I never see it really still like this. We all hear some in our earlier days that the sea going to come in, but we never believed that it would come in like this. We step up at the stand like here and step in the sea because there is no beach.
As a fisherman, I never said it look, but this is the further out, These buildings, we used to the couple chain away from these buildings. So the sea come over more now. So we'd have to say a global warming, say just come up more, sea rise more.
You see this building right behind you, when it was built, it was further from the sea. And if you look at the manhole that's right there, you see that the sea take it off from the building completely and it's now removed.
Do you notice how close the beach is to me? Is it a case of nature taking its course?
To explore these and other questions, the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA held a special consultative meeting with residents of Alligator Pond, located on the coastal border of Manchester and St. Elizabeth.
We want to have some exchanges to discuss the present issues, the present conditions, the causes of the erosion, and importantly, speak to some possible solutions going forward. This is really a sensitization as we continue the dialogue.
And NEPA opened the discussion with a worrisome point of fact. Many coastal areas in Jamaica are experiencing beach erosion, with the problem occurring increasingly across the south coast in places like Alligator Pond and Black River.
There's no one cause of this phenomenon. In different places, it might be a multiplicity of causes, right? Both natural and man-made. We've probably heard about climate change. We've probably heard about that climate change and sea level rise.
Experts tell us that climate change leads to increasing temperatures, what we refer to as global warming. This in turn causes regions known to be extremely cold to get warm, melting ice and causing sea levels to rise. Additionally, with these extreme temperatures, over the years Jamaica has experienced a number of hurricanes which have caused a big impact on our coastlines, damaging reefs that are critical to coastal protection.
Fishermen will be familiar with the fact that the reef protects the shoreline. Right? It acts to break the waves, and it acts as the source in a lot of instances for the sediment that comes onto the beach and supplies the beach with sand.
Then there are the economic and social consequences of damaged reefs.
Yeah, because we have a local fish stall, and so we have to move it off of the sea, so we have to move it and carry further on the land. And right now, anywhere we are going to come to it.
This is where we get our livelihood. This is the source of sending our children to school and doing our economic business.
Coming out of the community consultations, NEPA and residents have put forward a range of suggestions to address the situation. Among them, the erection of artificial breakwaters, structures designed to protect gently sloping beaches and prevent coastal erosion. Other options are also being explored.
Proposals are being considered as we speak for possible works to address the problem. Right, so that proposal is being prepared now, and we would expect that following that the works or the recommendations from that study would point to the relevant solutions.
Residents have meanwhile been reminded of the role they have to play to prevent the situation from getting worse.
We heard that you have stopped dynamiting for fish, so that is good, because that needs to stop right along the south coast, whether it's Black River, Old Harbour Bay, Portland Bight. That is the message that we're sending out, that needs to stop, right? And we're taking some serious action against that.
In the meantime, Alligator Pond residents agree NEPA's decision to engage them was a solid move.
It was good, and it gives us a hope. It is interesting, and it has brought some kind of hope to us that we can restore the shoreline at some point in time.
If we are not properly educated concerning the marine life, where we kill off the eggs, where we kill the turtles, where we kill the protected species, we kill the reefs, we kill the life, and we kill our own livelihood. So we are our worst enemy. So the government, along with the citizens and along with the police, as we come together as one unit, we can make it better.
Look inside the drum. Those are the Aedes aegypti larvae, the one that causes dengue fever. If all of these larvae mature to be adults, and if the female larva bites someone with the dengue fever, it will acquire the dengue virus. And if that mosquito bites you, you will get it.
Dengue fever? Yes. Help prevent the spread of dengue.
Clean up your home and community.
Destroy mosquito breeding sites. Protect yourself from mosquito bites. Prevent dengue fever.
True or false? The largest wetland in Jamaica is in the Black River area. Well, while you think about that, let's take a trip across the island, including, yes, major attractions on the south coast. Join me on the journey as we experience Jamaica.
Exclusively for Jamaicans. High-end hotels for under $200 per night. Attractions on the north, south, and west coast. Ground transportation for an easy vacation travel. From Negril to Morant Point, experience Jamaica at great deals.
There are so many persons who choose to come to Jamaica over everything else. Why leave? Why want to leave? And we can get better, from my experience, we can get better value as a Jamaican.
Sweet Jamaica, sweet Jamaica, we not left ya. Love the yaki and my saltfish, we not left ya. Chop ya man banana, we not left ya. I'm a big flower dumpling, we not left ya.
The Jamaica Tourist Board is encouraging Jamaicans to vacation at home, and with a sweet encouragement.
Everybody can get a percentage off for their vacation if they stay right here in Jamaica. So they get between 10 and 50% off.
The promotion applies to all Jamaicans, even those living in the diaspora. International residents working here, such as members of the Diplomatic Corps, can also enjoy these sweet deals.
You can have your vacation in Kingston, Port Antonio, South Coast, Ocho Rios, Negril, Montego Bay.
Some 40 hotels, more than 10 attractions, travel agencies, air and ground transportation entities are offering great discounts to Jamaicans under the Jamaica Experience banner.
Ooh, I met a girl this morning. She was love at first sight.
Dozens of Jamaicans have already used the Experience Jamaica brand and gained major discounts at 5-star hotels and all-inclusive resorts. Meet the Bars. They just got back from their 10th anniversary vacay at Rio Ocho Rios.
It was about 78,000 and we got it at 53. So you're talking about roughly 27,000 thereabout in terms of a discount, and for the same time period, and a time period that we wanted. So that is a discount that we felt in our pockets because we could actually now put other cash in other resources.
The room was like fully loaded. I mean, it had its own bar, its own fridge, its own jacuzzi bath. I mean, no, I'm like...
A bar filled with all the
fridge
amenities.
had drink in there. And I was like shocked. I was like, are you serious?
They took excellent care of us as Jamaicans. And that for me was phenomenal. They gave us our own check-in line, our own checkout line. We would encourage every Jamaican to spend time within their country.
Most times persons don't want to go abroad because they see the promotion, but we'd be surprised to know because we really have some really interesting places here that I would encourage Jamaicans to really take time out to get to know the country and the attractions that we have.
Jamaica, the land of beauty.
Another experienced Jamaica vacationer is bubbling with excitement at every memory of her great stay at Jamaica Grand.
As soon as I say I'm a Jamaican, they will say, okay. They will disregard the US amount and tell me Jamaican and actually give me a discount. And will say to me, this is not the usual rate, but because you're a Jamaican, I will give you at this rate. It would have been, when I checked it out, because their pass rate was like 400 and something. It worked out to be 150 per night. And I was getting like oceanfront view. 150 per night. So I was like, can I get 2 nights please? The rooms were impeccable, the ambience, the customer service. You'd think that they would choose or they would treat us differently or treat me differently. They didn't. They were attentive. They were like, can I get you this? Do you want this? Can I take this for you? That is over there. That is over there. Do you need anything else? Like, you are the queen.
You too can have your own getaway at reduced rates. The JTB has it all worked out for you. Call one of the tour operators signed up on the Experience Jamaica initiative, Go Jamaica Travel, Leisure for Pleasure, or Tourwise Limited, and they will ascertain which hotels have the accommodation for the dates you wish to vacation. Or if you so desire, you may book directly with a hotel. The Experience Jamaica promotion runs from April to December 15.
The fact that they took the time and set up this program, it made me feel good. And it should make all of us feel good as Jamaicans. We are able to explore and experience something that is not usually readily available to us. And at a discounted rate, where our money is tight, we are going by a budget. It's very important.
We're saying eat Jamaica, taste Jamaica, love Jamaica, drink Jamaica, walk Jamaica, just chill Jamaica, and enjoy this incredible vacation value, which is for you.
If we had the money, we'd go back this week. And that is serious.
For more information on the Experience Jamaica promotion, call 929-9200 or click on visitjamaica.com/Experience Jamaica.
Loved by many tourists, yes. And if you never know the history, it's a pretty paradise in the west.
So by now you must have figured out the answer to my question earlier, right? Well, yes, it's true. The largest wetland area in Jamaica is in the Black River area and is home to over 300 crocodiles and 100 species of birds. Pay it a visit sometime. I promise it will be worth the while.
Crocodiles contribute significantly to maintaining pollution-free waters and clean habitats for themselves and other wildlife.
They serve a purpose in our marine ecosystems. Them being scavengers, they help with the health of our marine systems, which impacts the fish that we like to eat in Jamaica.
Every wildlife, plant and animal, has a linkage to the ecosystem that makes it healthy.
Moreover, the crocodile is an endangered species and is protected under Jamaica's Wildlife Protection Act. The penalty for capturing crocodiles, harming them, or having any part in one's possession, living or dead, is $100,000 and up to 2 years in prison. Let's care and protect our endangered species. Stop eating crocodiles.
Eat right, enough exercise, and get enough rest.
Try to eat properly, which is kind of hard to do because of monetary problems. But yeah, and try to get as much rest as possible.
I normally exercise and eat properly, like a lot of fruits, vegetable, drinks a lot of water.
Eat healthy, exercise, maintain a proper hygiene, and maintain a balanced diet also.
I play football here at school on Friday evenings. I also jog around my community, and I ensure that I maintain a healthy diet.
Well, I try to eat right as possible, stay away from the fried stuff, and eat up my vegetables.
I eat a lot of vegetables, all the 6 food groups, and I eat a lot of legumes, a lot of fruits. I exercise, I walk every morning, every evening, and I just keep fit.
Exercise and keeping a positive frame of mind.
I eat right, practice good hygiene, as my mom always say, bathe every day and thing.
Beautiful beaches and oceans have always been an important part of life. We can make a contribution whether we live on the shoreline or miles away.
Now I speak life over this country, and we cancel every untimely death. No more you pick them and go turn worthless. Have faith you find money for send them go you take. I declare the greatest crop of future leaders rising up from this generation of youth. Holy men and women, visionaries here, we speak it, and there must be a godly fruit. So for the next 50 years of our claim to fame, Say make this one thing remain. When we say, Eternal Father, bless our land and guide us in the Father's name. Keep watching Jamaica Magazine.
I'm Mario Mackenzie, Robin, captain of the Calabar High Track team. And me have a message for anybody who plan to take the tablet them, or the government give the school as for use in class. You never hear so them break the tablet them. That mean anywhere the tablets there, the government can shut them down. Plus GPS tracker installing of them. And even if you find a way, and you go around all of that, the minute you go up on the internet, them are going to know. So here what you do. Just leave the youth them with the tablet. Give them a chance to further them education. Makes sense, done.
I am not into public relations gimmicks. I am about putting production in the ground. The only PR that we have in agriculture is planting and reaping.
Roger Clark, one of the most colorful politicians in Jamaica's history, devoted much of his political career to the nation's farmers, having served as Minister of Agriculture in different administrations under the People's National Party. He was first appointed by former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson in 1998 and retained the position under Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller's first tenure as head of government from 2006 to 2007. He was again tasked with heading the sector from 2012 to the time of his death. Roger Clark was a strong advocate for local food security, a trait that was embedded in him from an early age, having helped his parents and grandparents on the farm in the parish of his birth, Westmoreland.
Your task, farmers, who will be empowered because of this system, is to make us cut that import bill significantly.
Roger Clark has long had a successful career in politics. He won 6 general elections and 2 local government elections. Up to the time of his death, he was a Member of Parliament for Central Westmoreland, and prior to that, he served as Member of Parliament for Northeast St. Elizabeth in 1991 and became State Minister for Agriculture in 1992. His first full ministerial portfolio was that of Minister of Local Government and Works in 1995. Roger Clark, the politician from Williamsfield, Westmoreland, a Jamaican politician who cared about the well-being of the Jamaican people, especially the farmers.
We hope you've enjoyed our package today. Send us your feedback by emailing us at jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm and be sure to visit our website jis.gov.jm plus our social media platforms on Facebook and Twitter. On behalf of the entire JIS production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. See you next time.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.